Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Vijay Bhandari, Associate Professor in CSE Department. So today I will teach you requirement elicitations and software requirement specification. So let's start with introduction part. First, I will tell you about the requirement elicitations overview, and then I will cover discussion summary, software requirement specifications, and after this, I will cover conclusion. So what is the requirement elicitations analysis? So it is just elicitation means that visual study of an anything, object, classes, or we can take real world examples. So requirement elicitations analysis specifications includes functional and non-functional requirements, sources, and elicitations techniques. So here you can see we can define the models for function-oriented and object-oriented software development. As we have seen, like in object-oriented programming structures, there is an object, classes, inheritance, polymorphism. There is a real-world concepts, right? So we can use these concepts to make a use cases modeling, UML diagrams, sequential diagrams, collaboration diagrams, activities diagrams. All right, so it is useful for the systems as well as software requirement specifications, requirements validations, traceabilities, performance issues. So we can elaborate it, right? Is it clear to everyone? Okay, now we move to another slide. No. So software requirements are documentations that completely describes the behavior that is required for the software before the software is designed, built, and tested. So here you can see requirements analyst or business analyst build the software requirements specifications through requirement elicitation. So as I already told you in overview of elicitations, there is a feasibility study before going to implement any software. So requirement analyst or business analyst are both in same category in software industry. So business analyst, he does some gathers the requirement and distribute it to provided these document to developers. So directly communicate with the developers and understood by the developer requirement of the softwares. So it includes all the interviews with the users, stakeholders, and anyone else. Like stakeholders, we can see like me, who's maybe a director and owner or any good position in the company. So he can maybe a developer and also tester. So stakeholders includes the higher authorities. So we include the interviews with the users, stakeholders, and anyone so whose perspective needs to be taken into account during the design, development, and testing of the software. So those people are normally included in the stand-up calls and POCs meetings. Okay, so they discuss in these meetings how the requirement analysis is done, what is the problem definitions, and what are the overview of projects, and what are the how many team members will be there to develop the projects. So these observations of the users at the work and distributions of the discussions summaries to verify the data gathered in interviews. After data gathering in the interviews, developers will start the develop the software. So elicitations, you understood the what is the elicitations. So this is the feasibility study of an any case study or any softwares. So now we move to another slide. Discussion summary. So a requirement analyst can use a discussion summary to summarize information gathered during elicitations and validated through our reviews, as we have seen. And in the previous slide. Notes gathered during the elicitations should fit into the discussions summary templates. The discussion summary outline can serve as a guide for a no voice requirement analysis in leading interviews and meetings. So these are the discussion summary, and you can see like some project backgrounds, okay, purpose of the project, scope of the projects, other background informations, who will use the systems, who can provide input about the systems, project objectives, system informations, assumptions, design and implementation constraints, risks, known feature enhancements, references, result or TBD issues. So these are the discussions before starting the development. So project background should be perspective, project objective, risk, known future enhancements. So it should be included in the stand-up calls. Now, we will move to next slide. It will be a simple software requirement specification. So here the question arises like how the software requirements works. So the software requirements specification represents complete descriptions of the behavior of the software to be developed. The SRS includes a set of use cases that describes all the interactions that the users will have with the software, all of the functional requirement necessary to define the internal working of the software, calculations, technical details, data manipulations and processings, and other specific functionality that will show how the use cases are to be satisfied. And as well as the non-functional requirements which impose constraints on the design or implementation, such as performance requirements, quality standards, or design constraints. So after the development of the software, we can see some performance issues, CPU utilizations, thresholds, values. So these are the non-functional requirements. So in functional requirements, detailed design studies, calculations, the bar charts, and overview of the data, processings, other specific functionalities, how the use cases are to be satisfied. So these are the characteristics of the good software, like modifiabilities, verifiabilities, completeness, traceabilities, consistency, testabilities, design independencies, right level of the abstractions, understandable by the customer, ranking for the importance, unambiguousness, correctness. Okay, so these are the things which we can include in the SRS. So in interface performance, as I have told you in earlier PPDs. So these are the specific types: safety, quality, reliability, maintainability, interfaces. So these are the non-functional and functional requirements, right? So this is all about the SRS. I'm giving you the case study SRS. So now you have to the basic concepts of about the SRS and elicitation techniques. Now you can build a SRS if any document or any software or applications. So this is the early stages of the software development process that is crucial to overcome the generalized unsuccess among IT projects. So we embraced the goal of the creating case tools for the requirement specifications. So this is our approach to based on the controlled natural language, seeking to achieve a high level of rigor and quality of the requirement specifications. Moreover, this tool belongs to a broader workbench which covers the software development lifecycle, providing guidance according to a SE best practices. So I'm giving you one paper. If you click on this paper, so you will go through case study. This is the simple. I have prepared for your case study. So you can see this paper represents an illustrative specification case study and emphasizing the tools, supports, and its advantages. So you can use some Scrum tools, XP tools, Kanban, Jira, Atlassian. Okay, so first we have to register Atlassian websites, and then you can start some creating ticketing tools. So it will be helpful for this requirement specification case study with project IT Studio requirements. And the source is researchgate.net. So it is available in the internet. You can click on this URL and you can see check this case study and follow the guidelines which I have taught you. Is there any questions? So you can just put your questions on chat box. I will clear it. So the conclusion of this today's study, the SRS document fully describes what this order product will do and how it will be expected to perform. And SRS reduces the time, effort necessary by the developers to accomplish desired results as well as the development cost. So this is all about the reducing the development cost, time, and effort. So this is the objective of the SRS, as I have already taught you in previous slides. So if you have any questions, so you put your question in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you so much.